The Leon Edwards meme is taking over fitness and MMA. Well, actually, it's taking over the world. You'll see a comment along the lines of, Leon Edwards has the most aesthetic physique in the solar system, or this is why Leon Edwards cured cancer, on weird videos like a Joe Rogan short which has nothing to do with any type of sport, or even a Fortnite or Call of Duty short. And when you see these comments, a lot of people are confused where it came from, but they just know it's the fastest growing meme on the planet. They don't know what it means or what it stands for. And even if you're aware of my channel and athletic bodybuilding, you don't know how it came about. So this is gonna be the story of the Leon Edwards meme, or why Leon Edwards has the most aesthetic physique. The origin of the Leon Edwards meme was at UFC 263, Adesanya versus Vettori 2. This was the first UFC pay-per-view event my brother and I watched, and we just started getting into kickboxing, so we wanted to see what an actual fight looked like, so we got the pay-per-view. And on this card, Leon Edwards and Nate Diaz was the featured bout, or the third fight on the main card, for 5 rounds. And while my brother and I were watching this video, my brother Martin, who just hit 100,000 subscribers, pointed out how aesthetic Leon Edwards' physique was. Well, how he phrased it was, Leon Edwards has the smallest waist I've ever seen. And then a couple days later, my brother mentioned how Leon Edwards had said that he could be a model because of how small his waist is. And then 2 years later, I found the interview my brother was referencing.
I never seen a welterweight in my life with such small, slim waist like you. Can you explain this unique physique, and maybe when you go to mirror and looking at you and say, man, I have freaking small waist.
Small waist, a big back. I should be a fucking model, to be fair.
I'll explain why a small waist is such a big deal in the future, but in 2022, I started my YouTube channel in March. And my channel first started off with like workout tips and then progressed into athletic bodybuilding, training like an athlete, and having the athletic body to look aesthetic. To be honest, I never pictured that being like my focus on YouTube, promoting an athlete style of training, even though I did it, but I didn't think there was a huge market for it, and it turns out there is. The first day I mentioned athletic bodybuilding, or the athletic body type being superior to the bodybuilding body type, was May 10th, 2022. So this was technically when the meme started, but I didn't start really using Leon Edwards until November, which I'll get into in a second. When I thought of an athletic body type, I had 2 options, or 2 different athletes I considered using as like the image of athletic bodybuilding: Cristiano Ronaldo and Leon Edwards. First, I used Cristiano Ronaldo because he was well known, but I wanted to always put my best foot forward. However, initially I wanted to use a variety of athletes, but again, I wanted to put my best foot forward, so it eventually evolved into me just using Leon Edwards every time because I thought he had a more superior physique to Cristiano Ronaldo, who was his rival for that position. Ronaldo has a great physique, don't get me wrong, but he's about the same height as Leon Edwards. Leon Edwards is an inch taller, but he's like 40 pounds lighter. Leon Edwards also has a smaller waist and is just a bigger guy. So Leon Edwards fit that athletic body image I'd always wanted. The first time I used Leon Edwards as an image for the athletic body was November 17th, 2022. And I kept using him over and over because in my opinion, there's no athletic body that symbolized more than the aesthetic god himself. Let's be honest, Leon Edwards is not very well known other than like the hardcore UFC fans, but I kept using him, and eventually some people caught on to the fact I kept using him, and they kept asking, why do you keep using Leon Edwards in your videos? Why do you keep putting Leon Edwards in your videos? And I would keep telling him he has a great physique, so I kept putting him in there over and over and over again, starting November 17th. And then all of a sudden, someone said the iconic lines. I don't know who did it, but you guys can probably figure that out if you look at my videos starting from November 17th on a short. This is why Leon Edwards has the most aesthetic physique. And then it just started steamrolling, and it was just all over my comments section, Leon Edwards, Leon Edwards, Leon Edwards, which I always thought was pretty shocking just because Leon Edwards is not like Cristiano Ronaldo famous. Fast forward to summer of 2023 and it's the fastest growing meme on the planet. But with this came people confused about what the meme came from, which I just explained, but also what the meme means. What the meme really means is athletic bodybuilding coming into the limelight and making a difference. I think that athletic bodybuilding is the self-improvement of fitness because it improves your health, looks, and performance. 3 things bodybuilding actually worsens. Athletic bodybuilding is factually the self-improvement of fitness. But before athletic bodybuilding, everyone assumed that Sebum, Jay Cutler, Ronnie Coleman was what lifting weights and trying to build muscle should be like. That's what your goal should be. But with athletic bodybuilding and the rise of my channel, as well as the rise of the Leon Edwards image, people started understanding how important it is to perform well and be healthy within your physique. and the fact that it's actually more attractive to look like Leon Edwards and not like Sebum. Obviously, attraction is subjective, but I've showed data that shows that it is the preferential body type that women like in a guy, and you can look at any public interview and it'll say the same thing. What really makes the most aesthetic and most attractive physique is your waist to shoulder ratio. The golden ratio is considered 1.6 shoulder to waist ratio, but bodybuilders show that when you expand this ratio so far, it doesn't look good. And when you build so much muscle, it doesn't look good. Leon Edwards, I would define as the perfect shoulder to waist ratio, which shows that it's pretty close to 1.6, maybe a little wider, but it's not super crazy like these bodybuilders tell you. The crazier your shoulder to waist ratio is, doesn't mean you're more aesthetic and more attractive. Is Mario Rios a simp because he keeps saying aesthetic and attractive is what you should build your physique after? Sure, call me a simp, but there's research that even shows this, that the more attractive you are, the better your life is. And Leon Edwards' waist makes him the most aesthetic guy on the planet. I have never seen a waist like this. He has 1 in 7 billion genetics for his waist. And I like that image because I'm trying to build my Leon Edwards physique every day. Even though my waist is blocky unless I get super lean, even then it's still kind of blocky, I always go for that. Life is about setting unrealistic goals for yourself, because whether it's a small goal or a large goal, they're just as easy to hit, so why not set a large goal for yourself? When I started YouTube in March, I didn't really start till May, but in March I told myself I'm gonna hit 100K in 1 year. If I had said 50K in 1 year, I would have probably had 50K subscribers in March of 2023. But I said I'm gonna hit 100K subscribers in 1 year. And in March 2023, 4 days before the 1 year anniversary of my channel, I had 100K subscribers. Leon Edwards is the unrealistic goal for myself. I will always be aiming for that physique. If you have a goal that's easy to hit, or once you hit it, you're done, you lose motivation, you lose that drive. Every day you should be aiming for tomorrow. Aiming for tomorrow is aiming for Leon Edwards. But once it's tomorrow, it's today again, but you're gonna always be chasing tomorrow. The Leon Edwards meme is more than just a meme. It's more than just a joke. It's how self-improvement fitness or athletic bodybuilding can change your life, and it's the new era of bodybuilding. It's the new era of muscle aesthetics to what's actually factual, because bodybuilding is not aesthetic. This is aesthetic. You need to differentiate bodybuilding aesthetics to universal or life aesthetics. And I'd even say Leon Edwards is bodybuilding aesthetic too. If you look like Sebum, you will not change your life. If you look like Leon Edwards, you will change your life. And it's also pretty crazy because a lot of people won't believe me, but if Leon Edwards wasn't the champion, I still would have pushed him the same way, because again, I just find his physique 1 in 7 billion. And you can use this video as a reference. I'm gonna meet Leon Edwards one day, and that's the day athletic bodybuilding seals its legacy. And what's also great about the Leon Edwards physique is it promotes fitness as well as MMA, which I believe are the two things you need in your life, physical health and fitness wise, to really improve your life and improve your confidence. Self-improvement in terms of like a building muscle health standpoint is fitness and MMA combined, which is why you should check out this MMA motivation video I made going over how MMA changed my life. Thank you guys for watching, and this is why Leon Edwards has the most aesthetic physique.